For as long as men and women have been making babies, they've been trying not to.
That's a direct quote from Jonathan Ive.
And for as long as Indians have been having sex, we've been pretending not to.
That's from us.
Of the 7.5 billion people on this planet, about 1.4 billion people are Indians.
Now you could say, wow, we're really good at reproducing.
Or wow. Have you heard of birth control?
We have. Vaguely. We've heard rumors floating around in classrooms.
But let's be honest, sex and birth control are just things that we don't talk about openly.
And while the hope is that this would lead to abstinence, it just leads to dangerous and unsafe sex.
So let's talk about sex, baby.
And avoiding STDs.
Talk about how not to have a baby if you're not ready. Let's talk about sex.
Number 1, a combination of estrogen and progestin, commonly known by its rapper name, the pill.
The pill is a safer option for younger women and works by stopping the ovaries from releasing the egg.
These should be taken every day.
And while there may be certain side effects, they usually go away in 2 to 3 months.
In fact, the pill has also been known to reduce the risk of ovarian and uterine cancer and can also effectively treat acne.
And that weight gain that you're worried about? Yeah, it's only up to 2 kgs and it can be lost by simply exercising.
Be warned though, if you skip a single day, you can go from yeah baby to no baby.
The IUD stands for intrauterine device and a woman's right to not have a baby. Nice. This is a simple device that's placed in the uterus by a doctor, making it an unfit environment for the sperm to fertilize the egg.
The procedures themselves are very quick and most gynecologists recommend this to women who've already had a baby.
Now the recovery time from the nausea and the headache can vary greatly.
But the biggest advantage, it lasts anywhere between 3 years to 10 years.
Yup. Once it's in there, it's got your back. Or your womb.
Next up, the ring.
This is a soft, flexible ring that needs to be inserted in your vagina. And similar to the pill, it releases hormones that stop ovaries from producing the egg.
It's a fairly safe do-it-yourself option that lasts up to 3 weeks before it needs to be taken out, and then week 4 is period time.
And in case it slips out, don't worry, you can just slip it back in.
Does this seem familiar? A man and a woman look at each other across a crowded railway station. There's nervousness. There's tension. Why? They had sex the night before. A clever auntie catches this look. More tension. The background music increases. You almost expect Daya to come and todo this darwaza and investigate this crime scene, and then the auntie says,
Take an eye pill, beta, and no baby. Wow.
They make it sound so easy, and it really is. But easy doesn't mean safe.
Emergency contraceptives are exactly that. Emergency contraceptives. If not taken sparingly, they can have some serious side effects in the long run.
But if truly an emergency, remember to take the pill within 72 hours.
And now we come to male contraceptives, aka
what do you mean male contraceptives?
While the burden of birth control lies almost entirely on women, researchers are trying to figure out male contraceptives that reduce sperm count without affecting men's sex drive and egos.
Till then we have condoms, which are simple to use, but men really don't like using them.
But condoms are the only contraceptive which protect you from STDs. So you should be using them regardless of any other birth control you may be on.
Then there's vasectomy, which is a simple but usually permanent surgical procedure that stops the flow of sperm from the testes to the penis.
And finally, coitus interruptus, which is basically you going carny over your own penis and pulling out before ejaculation. But this can easily backfire.
the plan, not the penis.
Most forms of birth control are easily available but need a prescription. So you must consult your gynecologist before you plan to use any of them.
Except condoms. Use condoms. It's just good sense.
So, which contraceptive are you? Take this quiz and find out.
We're kidding. Instead, you can find a wealth of information in the description that can help you choose the right birth control.
And a gentle reminder for those on the pill. Take it.
If you like what you see,
Subscribe to Vitamins 3.